Yes.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
All right. Hello, this is me. First of all, my name is Hakim, and I will be your host today for NVivo demonstration today. So I hope everyone in good in the head since in everyone in the lockdown today since 2 weeks about for the coronavirus. So I hope it's going well. Okay. So I think we will wait another 5 minutes. Sure. I hope for those who have in this meeting, I hope you try to mute first since it's is disturbing my audio here. So please mute, and if you have a question, please unmute, and then or you can just post the question to the chat. Thank you. I think we can start now. Right. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good evening today. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hakim. I'm one of the data scientists in group Statworks. Today, I would like to present to you about on how to explore environmental analytics, which is one of the research analysis through our new solution here, which is new NVivo. Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce our company, which is we are the main provider for the we do the providing the analytical tools for the computational analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So as you can see here, we are registered by MSc Malaysia, HRDF, and Protege. And this is our range of solution comprising from the analytical solution, which is we provide NVivo and we provide eViews for the forecasting, and then we also provide the education technology powered by Texas Instrument. We provide some educational tools such as like calculator to help education in our countries. And then after that, we are providing data science platform and AI machine learning powered by IBM and TIPCO. And after that, we have a branch. We based in the Malaysia, Petaling Jaya, and we have a branch uh, in the in the foreign countries such as like Singapore and India. And so far, this our major customer. Mainly, we work for government. And then after that, we will also with the private company from inside country and outside country, such as Bank Indonesia, Central Bank of Sri Lanka, and so on, as you can see here, from government, education, oil and gas, finance, and others. And okay, so before we go to our solution, which is NVivo, so NVivo is basically built for the qualitative research. For example, if we took some resource to make some qualitative research, such as like we took from the file, from the audio, video, and then after that we explore it, we try to classify the file and a certain case, and after that we highlight something and we do some coding, which is we want to inside the teams and we want to incite the sentiment. After that, we do some analysis here, which is queries and reflect, such as that we do the tech search, word frequency, coding. And also after that, after we analyze and then we do some visualization through the chart and map. And for the additional things, we can also put some memos and annotation for our resources here. So far, our NVivo is to let user organize and analyze and visualize information, which is we do basically we used to do to the original document, but for those who use the digital documentation, yeah, so far the technology is now advanced and we can get any information from the internet or something. So we have an NVivo for to classify the digital material here. So user can organize their material by topic and uncover trends, and we can see the sentiments, and also we can see the sentiments through the diagrams, charts, or maps. So far, this is our feature that we will present here for the NVivo. Data is, you can see this, the data that can be supported in the NVivo, which is in the plain text, Word, PDF, audio and video. And after that, we have a new feature here for the SPSS, for those who do the file classification, and also bibliography if you want to classify the file. And then after that, we can organize this kind of this data into the NVivo, and when we do some coding, classification, memo, and annotation. And also this our analysis that we will provide in NVivo. We will do some text search, word frequency, coding, and matrix coding and cross step. And also we can do the visualization into the charts, cluster analysis, and maps. And also data can be any language, but it depends on the because we can use one language at one time to maintain the consistency of our analysis. So let's say we want to do the English in the project, so the project must be in the English to maintain the consistency of the analysis. And somehow for some of the language can be supported for the automatic insight, such as you want to do the auto coding, we want to detect we want to use NVivo to detect the themes and sentiment automatically. Then it can be supported on the 7 languages. English included it, and also another United Nations languages such as like French, Germany, and Mandarin. So this is the picture that we will provide, that we will see at the end of the demonstration here. We can do in the mapping, charts, and cluster analysis. So this is our contact here. So please don't hesitate to contact us if there is any further information for our NVivo here. So far, is there any question? The chat.
No question.
All right. Okay. So I will mute. All right. So far, if there is any problem or any there is no question here, so I will start my demos here. All right. So let's say share, and then NVivo. So this our interface here, our startup interface here. You can see there is a tutorial. You can click if you want to start up, and if you don't familiar yet with the NVivo, and also you can, if you have do the at my NVivo, you can simply log in my NVivo account. You can simply log in here, and now I would like to demonstrate to you on how to create the new project. For example, new project, and then just wait a second here. Environment changes, and then also you can do the description here. This is optional. This project file is for demonstration purpose. All right. So, and then click next, and this also you can set whether that you want to auto save your project and you want to save reminder in every 50 minutes or 20 minutes. It depends on you. And also we do some setting here for project recovery, unless if there is anything disturb your project, then they will save here. So create project. Okay, so for this new NVivo here, you can see there is more user friendly because there is a guide. Each time if we click the button, then they will give you the tour. But for this time, I just keep the tour here. And then after that, you can simply put your file here. You can simply put file here. Import items. For example, you can simply organize your file, such as like new folder, interview, audio, video, PDF, image, social media, okay. So far only this 5 folder only. Let's say we have our materials here. Close, import items. Let's say you want to simply put the file which is in Word, import. So you can see your file is already put here. So, but I want to remind you that this file is not linked with the original file here, but file is already saved within in this project here. For example, double click with Barbara file. Instead of you open the original file to edit, you can also edit in here. For example, if there is a mistake here, you can simply edit like a word, like this thing is in Word. Right. So now I would like to show to you on how to add the memo and how to add the annotation. Memo is kind of like we have a book, we have a file, and we have a report, and you want to put some sticky notes at the books of here. You can also right click, and then memo link to new memo, and then put some title, and this description is optional, and then click OK, and you can simply put your notes here in the memo. For example, this interview file belongs to Barbara, for example. And then don't worry if you accidentally close your memos here, it will automatically save here. For example, I close everything, and in case you want to see it again, for example, I would like to see the memo. Yeah, from Amiza, I already received that. Is it the latest NVivo 13? Yes, this is the latest NVivo that already launched, but it is not called NVivo 13, but it will be called new NVivo. Okay, so everyone clear about this latest version here? All right. So you can open your Barbara's memo in the notes section here, memos, and you can see that your notes is already there. And I say I like to open again Barbara's file. Right. So now so far this how we do on the memos. Okay, now I would like to show to you on how to highlight the things, and we put some information here. We call it as an annotation. So let's say I would like to highlight these things, and then right click, new annotation. And then for example, we want to highlight and we want to put some notes here. For example, Barbara family start to move. All right. Okay, so we can do the same thing here. For example, like this thing, click, new annotation, and then we put some notes. For example, Barbara's first job. All right. So this is how we do on the annotation here, but we can also do the same thing for the memos and annotation to the PDF file. For example, I would like to PDF, right click, close, import items. For example, I would like to put some PDF here. Import. And then you can close this file. And then let's say I want to do the annotation in this here. You can simply do the annotation same as we do at the word earlier. Right click, new annotation. This is about nation's economy. Okay. Instead, you highlight this thing. You can also do the region here. Region, and then you can also drag and drop here. It's if this kind of the feature such as like drag by the region is for those who do scan PDF here. Okay, right click, and then new annotation. Okay. All right, so that's all about the memo and annotation into the file, including the words and PDF. So far, is there any question? I think so far not. All right. Okay, so question from Haziq, what is the difference between memo and annotation? Actually, memo is sounds like we want to put the notes for the whole documents, such as like we have a book or report, we put the sticky notes on our cover page, for example. Then it's called a memo. For the annotation, we do the specific things from the document, and we read all of the document, and we want to highlight something, and we put some information things here. That's called annotation. So annotation is more detailed compared with the memos. I hope it's clear for you, Haziq. Right.
Am I going downstairs?
All right. Okay. So I think I should continue to the another section, which is we can do some image and
लेकर जाओ
we can do some image.
ये सही है, ये लेकर जाओ, सिर्फ ये कहाँ है ये दोनों.
Video transcription here. For example, I would like to put image. Let's say I would like to take this thing, I will select this thing. So for this NVivo, you can also transcribe your image here. This means you try to translate the pictures into the words here. For example, I would like to highlight this thing and then click, sorry, edit, click edit here. Click, insert row, and then after that, satisfy this polluted area. And also, if you want to drag here, okay, so right click, insert row. Oops. Pitch. Right. So this is how we do on image transcription for this new NVivo here. Now I would like to show to you on we can do the video transcription. For example, video, close, right click, import items, and video, and can. So I think you can close it down. Okay. So let's say I would like to open the video. This video is talk about the interviews, about the environment for this can here. You can also play. There's a 3 mode of play here. First is the play as usual, which is the normal things. Second is transcribe. We play and as well as we transcribe the video. And after we finish the transcription, we can play the synchronize, which is we can play along with the transcription that we did earlier. Right. So example, I would like to transcribe. Click on transcribe. Alright. So click edit, and then transcribe, then play.
What are your favorite places? Down east? That's Iran, of course. That's where I always do that.
Alright, so to stop here, we can also do this thing, introduction. Then you want to continue with the transcription, you can simply click play and pause, and then they will continue from the previous row until the recent row. And then environment changes. Also, if you have you already did the transcription and you put in some file, for example in the Word file, you can also put into the in your NVivo. So for example, I'd like to delete this thing. Delete. And then click on the import rows. For example, browse, can transcript, treble row. So example like our transcription is already in the Word document here. So we can just simply import the transcription into the video transcription. Time span, content, and then this speaker. Click OK. So you can see it's already tied up with our video here. And also it seems like we can put the 3 columns here. You can also add another columns here. For example, click on the file, project properties, and then let's say audio, video. Okay, like we want to put the tones, and also we do the face expression, click OK. And you can see there is already a new columns here. For example, tones, you can see low. And let's say, for example, I would like to put a moody. All right. So you can also simply clear this waveform here. For example, right. Okay, so okay, from Johannes, do you transcribe the video interview? Can you, Johannes BTNN, can you be more clear about how the transcribe the video? Do you mean that you want to? Can you ask the specifically the video that you want? The question. Okay, so let's say, okay, so this how we do on how to do the video transcription. All right, so is there any question yet? All right, so far, and also so far I just do on how to manual transcription on the video here. But for those who want to do the auto transcription, you can simply register your my NVivo here. Say explore modules, and you can simply click here for those who want to do the auto transcription. All right, so done for the video transcription. And also I would like to show to you on, you can also, all right, do you transcript word forward. Okay, for Johannes, okay, so the demo that I show to you is example on if we have the transcription, actually the transcription in the word, don't know whether that we transcribe it manually or someone else that transcribe and they give you the word transcription. Then I would like to show to you on how to import the from the Word document into the video transcription. So I hope this is clear for you, Johannes. Right. Okay. So now I would like to try to. All right. Okay. So I would like to do on social media here. I would like to do the end capture, which is we can capture from the. All right. Transcribe that was shown is transcribed in group such as introvert. All right. From Haziq. Transcribe that was shown in transcribe in group such as intro, but does NVivo have transcribed the video into a script test? Yes, it's already here. You can simply click on the modules tab and we have provide the NVivo transcription. But it gives you a free trial on around 50 minutes. Then I will show to you later lah at the end of the demo. All right. So now I would like to do the capturing the article here, for example. All right. For example, I would like to extract this article and I would like to put into the NVivo here. You can simply use your end capture. Actually, end capture for NVivo is already installed once you install the NVivo. And then you can simply capture whether that you want capture web page as PDF or article as PDF. For example, I would like to put article as PDF, so it will extract only the article without the graphical things such as like picture and also the logos. And you can also capture here. You can see and save it. And we already extract and into the NVCS file here, for example. So I just put here. And then after that, go to your NVivo. All right. So it's, for example, PDF, import and capture. And remember that you already put here. and then import. All right, so you can see your article is already there. So this is how we do on extract the article from the website into the NVivo. And also we can do some extract the Twitter dataset here. For example, right. For example, do you have a Twitter here? And you simply search, for example, natural environment. We can also extract this tweet as a dataset through the encapture here. For example, encapture, and you can see capture tweet as datasets. So capture, and you can see the progress here. For example, we won't just, I think it took a longer time. You can also simply stop here and save here. Same things with the we do extract the article. We can also do the same thing for the social media here. Import and capture. And then for example, I would like to put the natural environment and then click import. Import. And you can see the tweet is already exported into the table. And also we can see the charts of the NVivo. You can see how many tweets by this username here. And also we can do some mapping here, for example. And you can see which country that tweet as natural. Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry. So you can see I already extract this social media, and then after that, you can see it's already extracted into the table here, and also we can do some mapping here. We can see which country that tweet most on the natural environment here, and also we do some Twitter sociogram, which is we can see the network analysis of between the tweets here. For example, you can see, you can zoom in, zoom up. You can see who is retweet here. You can see there is also two-way communication here, for example. Right. So far, is there any question for the Twitter? Actually, for the social media, the social media that's supported by encapture here is Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So far, there is no Instagram. Instagram is not supported for the encapture. Then I hope it will support it for the future. So far, only Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and also LinkedIn. Then it depends on the API here. Okay, can you show from your YouTube also? All right, okay, so let's say you want to show on the YouTube here. For example, okay, Tazik Nabi, they want to demonstrate on how to do the YouTube here. For example, YouTube. For example, natural environment. Okay, you can also, so you can just simply capture the video here. You can not only capture the video only, you can also capture the video and also their comments here. For example, there's two comments here. You can also capture video and comments, capture. show capture video. So it's same things here, but different with the Twitter. It can capture video and also the comments. Save. All right. So see. Share. Let's say you have a social media here. You can just simply import and capture. And import. And you can see there is a video from the YouTube. And also there is a data set, which is we can extract the comment of the video. All right. I hope it's clear for you I hope it's clear for you for Tazib on how to do the how to capture the video, YouTube video and the comments. All right. So now I would like to show. Okay, from Tazib Nabi, I already tell you that Instagram also cannot be supported for end capture for now. But I hope it will supported in end capture for the future. Okay, how to delete unnecessary that was imported. You can also simply delete from the Haziq. Please demo on how to delete unnecessary comments. Or say, okay, you can also, let's say you want to delete this thing, you can just simply like click. All right. See. All right. Row, column. Okay. I think it's not possible to delete the comments here, but I will come back to you later, Haziq, on how to delete unnecessary comments here. Alright, from the RCT, why tools in video is now different from version 12. I think the difference is between the previous version and the recent version, which is the new NVivo and NVivo 12, is I think is their interface. But for the features and the button, there is no difference between them. I hope this is clear for you for the RCT. It's a bit hard to insert rows. Yeah. Okay, then I will come back to you later for the show to insert row. All right, I will try to show to you on insert row after this. All right, so okay, so far this is how we do on capturing the social media and how to capturing the video YouTube video. So if there is any comments here, you can simply put in your chats, and I will try to answer. I'll try to answer accordingly. All right. So now I would like to show to you on. Okay. Let's get back to our interviews here. All right. So the interviews, for example, we want to do some classification here. We want to classify this file into the names, into their age or something. You can simply put here, Control A, right click, create as cases, and also you can do some new classification. For example, I would like to put in the person. All right, click OK, click OK. So we can see your cases here. And you can see that Barbara, you can simply put, you can see classification of the file here, which is like we put name Barbara, child, and also you can assign the sex here. For example, Barbara is kind of a female, male, So this kind of thing is important because we want to, at last, we want to see on the relationship between this demographic profile here with the coding that we will do after this. And then, for example, okay, now I would like to go to the new, all right, from the NVivo 15, can NVivo directly pick this detail from the Google form of respondent? Yes, it can be import, such as classification. You can also see, you can simply import from the SPSS and also classification sheet, which is in Excel, also can be supported. Right, I hope it's clear for you for Lenovo 50. All right. So now I would like to show to you on how to do the codings here. For example, okay, I go back to the another file, for example, Charles. Okay, is different between the annotation that I do at the start of the demonstration. We just do the coding and we assign some themes here. For example, these are codes. And then right click, for example, new code. For example, I would like to put economy. And then natural environment. All right. So we can also put the child node, which is the detail of the nodes here. For example, I would like to put the detail nodes for the economy. You can simply right click, new code. For example, like agriculture. And also we put some fishing. And also we can also do the same thing for here. Code. For example, environment changes. Land slide. Okay, so it's very easy to do the coding. We can simply highlight. For example, I would like to highlight this thing, and I feel that it fell on in the fishing codes here. For example, just highlight, and then you can just drag into the fishing. And you can see there's one reference here. So it means that I already highlight one things for the fishing coding here. For example, I would like to highlight the things, and it seems like it kind of the economy here. You can just simply drag into the economy here. All right. So I would like to show to you the manual coding that I showed to you earlier, which is if we have to decide the codes here, the themes that we feel that related with our resources here. But you can also, if those who doesn't have an idea to do the coding here, we don't have the coding, we don't have the decide the coding yet. So you can also simply do the auto coding here. Like I said at the first of the demonstration, it can be supported only the 7 languages. For example, I would like to auto code this Dorothy file, right click and auto code. And you can choose whether that you want to identify the themes, and you can also identify the sentiment. But for example, I would like to identify the sentiment, which is I want to know how much the positive things in the Dorothy file and how much the negative thing in the Dorothy file. Click on identify sentiment. Next. And then, oh, sorry, I did the update yet. Sorry, it takes some time because it's already updated the language pack here. And this how they used to detect the sentiment. They analyze the language, and then they see the tones of the content, and they will see which is they classify on how to classify whether the sentence is positive or negative. And also, okay, after that, you can also do the quote sentence and quote paragraph. For example, I would like to leave it at the quote sentence, which is I just highlight the whole sentence instead of I highlight whole paragraph. And you can see there's already there. So you can see, you can deduce that from the Dorothy file, there is more neutral things compared with the positive thing and negative things. And also you can drill down the conclusion here. For example, this, you can see there is more on moderately positive compared to very positive and very negative here. Right. So this is how we do on auto coding in the NVivo. So far, is there any? If there is any question, you can just put in the group chat and I will answer that accordingly. Or 40 people today. All right. So now, let's say I would like to. I already did finish on the classification on how to do the coding here. So for example, I would like to file, open. The RCT. Can you show coding case on color strip? Okay, for example, you want to put on the color strip here. For example, codes. You can simply setting up this thing, fishing. For example, fishing. Colors we can assign whether that you want to put in the red, dark blue, or something. For example, I would like to choose on the purple here, and such as that I would like to put in the Charles. So, and then show coding stripe on. So you can see this whole paragraph I already assigned into the fishing coding, which is in the purple side. I hope it's clear for you for the to do the color strip, the RCT. All right. So okay. So far, I think there is no problem here for the coding here. All right. So I would like to show to you on what we done so far. Oh, so cancel. File, open. They say browse. Yes. And then they say I have my sample project here. All right. So you can see how much the coding that we done here so far for the attitude, balance, community change, and so on. You can see here. And those who finish on the coding here, you can try to analyze it through the Explore tab. From the Explore tab, you can do the text search, word frequency, matrix coding, and queries here. All right. So for example, I would like to text search here. I would like to text search is function like Google. It's just Google on what the word we want to desire of. For example, I would like to Google. I would like to search on fishing. Fishing queries here, and then you can also search in. You can filter it out either that the which file that you want to search on. For example, I like to search on only the interviews folder only, and click on run query. And you can see the word fishing is most at the Margaret file, and also on the Robert file here. All right. Okay. So this is how we do on word frequency here. Okay. So you can also do the word frequency here, which is we want to generate some word cloud here. Click explore, and you can also save this result. For example,
क्लास ले रहा मतलब सुन रहा है, मतलब मैं स्टूडेंट है, क्लास चल रही है।
Alright. So you can also see the details on this result here, phishing. And then also we can do some word frequency. For example, explore. You can also close word frequency. And then let's say I would like to filter up on interviews and click OK. And run queries, whether that you want to search. So you can see the most frequent words in our interview folder here. You can see this people, which is there is a 155 people word in this document here. And you can see you can do some word cloud here. It take longer time. And you can see the bigger of the words here, which means that is the most frequent words that we have. All right. So far done for the word frequency here. You can also see on how to do the relationship between the codings that we have and the classification that we had also. You can click on explore. For example, matrix coding here. For example, I would like to investigate the relationship between the age of the respondent and the coding. So for example, the economist query, we want to see how gender of respondent and the coding that we had. For example, add item, select item, then codes, for example, codes, case, person. Let's say I would like to choose gender only. Click OK. Oh, sorry. I think select the item. Sorry. The interviews. Okay. Let's say you want to put add item here. Select item. Case, person, only gender. Oh, sorry. Okay, also female and male. Click OK. And then after that, we do some columns, codes. For example, I would like to see the relationship between gender and between the agriculture, fishing, jobs, and tourism. Click OK, and then run query. So you can see you can see female. You can deduce that female will talk more about agriculture compared with the male. And you can see there's an equal between male and female talking about fishing. And you can see male will talk more on jobs and cost of living and tourism compared with female. So I hope it's clear for you on how to do the relationship between the coding and the gender, which is case classification here. So like I said earlier, I would like to show to you on how to do the mapping, which is we can do the relationship between the file and then the coding here. For example, click on the explore. Oh. Right. Okay, can you repeat it again on relationship between? All right, so I would like to undo. Okay, let's say you want to do the relationship between the gender and the columns here. Click on the add item, select item, and then after that, we do some cases. Sorry, cases, person, gender, and you just tick on female and male. And after that, we do some code. We want to relate between the codings here. For example, codes, economy, agriculture, fishing, jobs, and tourism. So, and then after that, you just click on run query. And after that, they will show you the result of the relationship. Okay. So, I hope it's clear for you on how to do the relationship between the male and female and compare with the codings here. All right. So now I would like to do the last part here. We want to do the mapping here. All right. So click on the explore. Let's say you want to do the mapping, project map. Test project map. Can just close here. All right. For example, I would like to add some project items. For example, I would like to see the relationship between the file and the codings here. Click on interviews. Barbara, Charles, Dorothy, Ken. All right. And then click OK. And you can also do some associated item. For example, item coding, codes. For example, I would like to show to you on economy, on agriculture, fishing or aquaculture, jobs and cost of living, and also tourism. So kind of the it's not clear yet. So I would like to clear the picture so you can see the network diagram here between the files and also the coding you can see here. So this is how we do on build the map. All right. So I think so now I think that's all for our demonstration NVivo here. So is there any question so far? So okay, Chua Hu Wen, how to run relationship? It can be done to do the relationship. For example, such as like this, and we do some sorry. Let's say new relationship. And let's say you want to relationship between Barbara files and the child file. You can also select from Barbara's interview, select, and then Charles. And you can also see that if it's associated or not. And you can also put the new relationship here. For example, is married to. And you can also change the direction, whether that you want to put the associative one way or symmetrical. For example, I would like to put one way only. Okay. Oh, it's already. So I have to marry to. Okay. And then click OK. So you can see the new file is Barbara is married to Charles. Okay. ERCT asks on why under relationship tools need assign it manually, like you show. It's better to have relationship using explore tools. Actually, it's depend of the analytical goal here. whether that you want to see the relationship between the gender and between the codes and something else. It depends on our analytical goal. That's why we do the manual things to do. There is no other way to do things on automatically. I hope it's clear for you, yeah, Siti. So, is there any question so far? Okay, what is the main difference from the new NVivo in comparison? Please give high-level summary on. All right, actually, sir, the difference between the new NVivo and the NVivo tab is only the features, but only the not features, only the interface only, the graphical interface. For example, like in the previous version is already do on the codes here. Actually, in the previous version, we call it as a nodes, and sometimes you call it nodes and call it as a code. Then for the new NVivo, they simplify it and they just call it just coding only. And so for the conclusion is the difference between the NVivo 12 and new NVivo is just in the interface. The feature is not really changes from the previous version. I hope it's clear for you, sir. All right. So I hope if there is anything here. All right, so I will already put on this my email here from the chat if there is any question, any further question. All right, DRCT, okay, ask one last question. Is there any different from Mac user? So far, I don't explore on the version Mac, but they say but the provider claim that Mac user is much easier compared with the previous version so far. That's why I just can we use in the grounded document? Oh, okay, already. Sorry. Actually, I really don't know about the grounded theory, but I will check after this on grounded theory. It can be compiled on the NVivo or not. Then I will get back to you later. Can you give an example of sentiment analysis with social media? All right. So let's say I have some sentiments here. For example, no. So file new file open, and let's say I back to my previous project here. And then you simply click on the social media here. For example, you can simply detect the sentiment here by right click on your tweet extract Twitter here, create and do the auto code here. And you can see, you can identify itself the sentiments here. And then code sentence, yes. Code of entire, I think that's all. So it will take a longer time to detect the sentiments. And you can see, I think there's an equal number here for the sentiment between the natural environment, between the positive, neutral, mixed, and negative. I hope it's clear for you for ASE15 to give an example of sentiment analysis with social media. So if we end capture, so far I didn't explore yet on how to filter reel out, how to different between the promotional or content or something. Then, but I will check later on. on how to filter it out. I'll try. Just give percentage. All right. So let's say you can give on column percentage here. Oh, sorry, row percentage. You can simply setting up the percentage by clicking on row percentage and column percentage. For example, you can see there is more talk about the moderately positive here. Okay, just wondering, okay, from the RCT, just wondering for FB, is it closed group? Can the content be extract or just open account? All right, thanks for the question. Actually, for the Facebook, it's only put on open group only. For the closed group, it cannot be done because of the restriction of the API on the Facebook. I hope it's clear for you for the RCT. All right, so I think that's all. That's all from me. I do apologize if there is some inconvenient causes from me. And then after that, you can just simply email me. All right. So far is there. I will answer it accordingly on how to do this. So I hope you enjoy for our description here. So that's all for me. Thanks for participating.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me a quick one. Okay. Thank you, Hakim. Hello, everyone. I'm Kumar. I'm the sales manager at Statworks Group. Thank you very much for today's session. We will continue have another session again. So we will send email out again on this. Then with regards to at this moment, I can see participants of Malaysia, India, and other countries as well. So at this moment, we are running some promotion for the new NVivo license. I'll just put in the group chat. Okay, so we have for India team, please email to sales@numerical if any questions on the purchasing of the license. As well for Malaysia and other countries, put at the sales@statworks, statwks.com and other countries, and do please email to me as well. So we'll get back to you on this. And thank you very much for your time as well. So thank you, everyone.
All right. Okay. So I will end this demonstration here. Thanks, Kumar. So if you do want to do buy the license, you can simply contact with the provider email. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks once again.